Welcome and thanks for joining on this beautiful and challenging day. The request and the discussions that people are having with me lately is not so much about the anxiety or the overwhelming feeling. It's more, I feel, the direction they want me to go with them is to give them some practical tips. This clip I will focus only on parents because there's various conversations to various groups of people, and I want to be focused to give everyone what can work for them. Parents are thinking and really doing an awesome job in trying to get their children busy, uh, reacting to fight after fight, reacting to, Mom, I'm just so bored, and you're just going nuts. So I want to switch gears and go to a different aspect about creating. Instead of thinking and focusing about creating for your kids, I want to talk to you parents as parents. There are times we get so involved. This is not only within the corona healing, but during the year as well, but especially now, we might get stuck in a trap. What is the trap? The trap is we work very hard to provide, to care, to guide, to create for our children, keep them busy, especially now when we are the parents, we are the teachers, we are the friends, we are the psychologists, and we are the referees. We have to do all at once. We might forget even to be spouses because we're so busy, but that's okay, I get it. And what happens is we put so much effort into our children that we forget that they need parents to be healthy. And I'm talking about physically and mentally healthy. And therefore, there are times that we just snap. We just snap because we go hour after hour after hour. Advice number one is something very, very simple, and I'll ask each one of you to evaluate who you are and what you need. There's no one answer for everyone. And that is, some of you will need it every 2 hours, every 4, every 6. Some of you might need it every hour. Well, regardless of what's going on in your house, make a plan that you could check out. And I'm talking about a safety plan, not with little kids around that really could hurt each other or make it or turn it into a very dangerous situation. But a plan where you could check out, I would rather 15, but if you can't for 15 minutes, try even 5 minutes that you don't exist, that you're totally out of sight. If it's going out to your car, if it's going in the backyard, which means children should know. And even better, there should be in writing on the fridge where mom or dad will not be available from this time, and guess what? Their phones will be closed as well. They should know where you are in case of emergency, which again, there shouldn't be an emergency because the other parent or someone else, a grandparent or someone that lives at home that's responsible will take over. Now, not to run into your bedroom and close the door and keep the phone on and listen to all the noise going on, and even though you're not personally involved, but your stomach is coming out because you hear the arguments and you're going, oh no, 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 soon the shoes are going to go flying, no, the doors are going to be slamming, because it's not called relaxing. You need to check out for those 5 or 15 minutes and be totally checked out. With earplugs in your ear, or out of the house, or totally not involved. There's so much beautiful guided meditation, if you know how to do meditation, if you know how to do breathing, just to get grounded. Because as we are going through the situation of corona healing, and we will heal, it will take another few more weeks, I do know that. However, there will be, if we don't take the situation and we don't become proactive, there will be lots of damage done that you'll hear about it in years to come, of things that inadvertently slipped out of your mouth, of those angry moments that you just lashed out. No, I'm not here to give you guilt. I'm not even here to blame you. But what I'm asking you, as I'm a human being myself, and I've learned over the years, it's not to fix damage that I've done, but rather to be proactive to prevent those damages in the first place. As one of my famous sayings go, let's stop the problems before we start. So let me just summarize. If you have a shift of 12 hours, 16 hours, or 18 hours, or 6 hours, take breaks. Don't just take a break. Let me clarify. Don't take a break when You get too hot and over. You say, that's it, I'm out. I'm going to be in bedroom. No one asks me any questions. That's it. I'm not here. I'm not going to be here for next year. Because that's a reaction. You're only making it more scary, more difficult. I'm talking about the day before, the morning, a week before. Make a schedule of what 50-minute slots are you going to be non-available, and as well to be very clear who's going to be in those 50 minutes. So if it's going to be your wife or your husband, put in who's taking care of your Reese's. If it's going to be a 17-year-old child, that will kick in and take care of stuff. As well, obviously, even if it comes to that time, if you think things will become a little bit out of hand, then maybe you want to push it off for 5-10 minutes to make sure things are under control. Parents are doing a phenomenal job. They are becoming so creative. They are so good. They're so devoted. But what I've seen all too often, that the first person to look after is themselves. Because sometimes they'll take an hour, sometimes a day, sometimes they'll even last for 2 weeks. But when you slip, you slip. At the age of 52, I still remember adults around me when I was the age of 7, the age of 10, the age of 12, of their mouth slipping. Those words still come. I've healed. They don't haunt me. But those words are still remembered 40, 50 years later. Not 50, but definitely 40 and over years later. That shouldn't be that way, and that can be prevented. And this is advice number 1. And for parents, in the next clip, join me in the next clip, I will give advice number 2. Thanks for joining.